We have this awful noise.
Hope we're gonna get to shore before it breaks down.
Fuck this shit.
Yet another thing destroyed.
Sail around the world, they said.
We almost crashed into that boat right there.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Wow!
Sailing, of course.
We had started our crossing from Gran Canaria and down to Cape Verde. In our last vlog, you saw how a huge wave filled up the boat with salt water. 2 whole days with drying off mattresses and blankets and cleaning out the water went by. And then, a new problem started to occur.
What's going on there again?
Well, we have this awful noise coming every now and then. We thought it was the autopilot for a long time, but after some further investigations we have figured out that it's the rudder. It's moving back and forth as the boat is waving. As you can see, the top part of the rudder is moving about a centimeter in each direction. If it does that for a long period of time, it might destroy the bottom further down and it can let in water. So it's not an ideal situation. We still have 4 days to land. So yeah, we might have to hand steer from now on so we're not rocking as much. So yeah, that's what's up.
Just hope we're gonna get to shore before it breaks down.
We will. I don't see a world where it just breaks.
I don't see a world where it just breaks.
2 hours later.
Yeah?
Well, here we are.
Yet another thing destroyed. Is this a pum-pum experience?
What's happening?
Well, we can't steer. We can't steer to starboard, and we don't know why. The autopilot is broken off, so it doesn't work. So we attached this, which is the emergency rudder, and it still doesn't work.
It may, but I can't push hard enough because I'm gonna crash here.
Yes, it did.
No.
Marius, you were just down there.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
checked the system. The problem is that the arm is pushing the rudder to the side is broken. So there's basically no steering at all. The autopilot and steering wheels is linked together.
Yeah.
But this one should work. Emergencies, rudder steering.
So this is basically the closest we've been to an emergency situation. This is basically an emergency.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet?
No.
Well,
I wanted a yes.
the engine doesn't quite work, and now we can't steer manually as we used to. So it's probably the closest to an emergency with that.
This is the biggest challenge so far.
And we're outside of Africa.
Fuck this shit.
Jeg kommer til å knuse hodet mitt nå, altså. Det her har vel
It won't fucking move.
Har jeg et eller annet å gjøre?
Ja, at ikke det går, siden ikke det går an. 170. Oi, den går mot syvbord. We're back in business, baby! Because we figured out that you have to turn it the other way to go steer.
Sailing 101 with sailing, of course. Well, that probably means that we gotta hand steer with this thing all the way.
2 days.
2 days.
We're 6 people though, so...
That's true.
Oh my
It's gonna be a hell of a night shift.
Whoa! Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say.
So Philip and Jürgen are hand steering, and Marius is trying to find the right bolt to fix the problem so that we can use the autopilot and use the steering wheels.
It looks like it's right. We have one, but we don't know where it is.
9?
Too big.
No. Did you find it?
Yep.
Ooh, last hope. That's big.
Too big. Too big.
Too big.
Same size.
I think we used up our luck, our sailing luck. I mean, look at this. Sail around the world, they said. It'll be fun, they said. when these things have to happen. Why do they have to happen in the middle of the night? Just do it at like 1 in the afternoon. God damn. Well, at least one good thing. There's stars out tonight.
That's at least good.
That's at least good.
Yeah.
You're beautiful with stars behind you, you know that?
Thank you.
One thing I really have to say. A huge shout out to the 3 other guys I'm on board this boat with. Marius, Jørgen and Philip. The fact that they just know what's wrong. Most of the times we've been doing boat work, I've been sitting at the computer editing videos. But these guys have gotten their hands a lot more dirty than I have. And it shows in situations like these. Like Marius just, okay, this happened. We have this, we have this, we have this. Huge shout out for knowing all this shit. I'm impressed. We didn't know anything when we started. I still don't know anything.
Okay, so we're trying to do 2 hours shifts with 2 people, so they can change on the steering because it's hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully not permanent. Hopefully not.
That me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it.
How are you holding up, Marius? Is it okay?
It's okay. Just some big waves recently, so it was a little bit hard, but...
Is it hard to steer this way?
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Still.
But you're a strong man.
I know.
Yeah. What are you looking at? What are you trying to do?
Trying to hold course on this one. So we're heading towards Cape Verde, not the Caribbean. Because I don't want to hand steer all the way to the Caribbean right now.
It ain't luck. I needed a vision, I needed ambition, I needed a mission to be the submission with no intermission. I see the collision, the crash in the distance, they coming off track. No. Now when they ask what's the motive, don't talk, I just show them. They all about to see what I mean in the moment. I gotta keep going, I'm shaking the dice and I'm keeping it rolling. They already know.
It's like day 52 or something. How are we holding up, guys?
52?
Really good.
More like 5.
You're holding up really good?
Yeah.
You don't think it's shit to be steering like this all the time?
The moral has never been higher.
That's actually right.
It is true.
Well, I mean, without the lows, you don't have the highs, right? The moral is as high as ever before. We are closing in minute by minute, nautical mile by nautical mile to Cape Verde.
Try to double cross me, dog. Just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving. What we doing? 'Cause it can get dangerous. 'Cause it can get dangerous. 'Cause it can get dangerous.
We finally arrived in Cape Verde after our most challenging passage yet. As if that wasn't enough, when going into the marina, both our steering and our engine had their problems. So docking in a marina with very high wind speeds was quite the challenge.
After a rather scary situation where we almost
Crashed into that boat right there.
we finally managed to get into the marina.
The days at Cape Verde were spent hanging out with fellow sailors, eating good food, celebrating birthdays, and of course, working. After this crossing, we had a lot of work ahead of us. We welded a new bolt to replace the one that broke. We cleaned out all the salt water that was still lying in the bilge. And we went through all the food that we had stashed. Some of it had unfortunately gone bad because of the salt water, and we gave that away. But luckily most of the food made it, so we cleaned the packaging and stacked it once more. Whoa, can you take us from the beginning with what's happened there?
Pretty much since we've left from Norway, we have had a water leakage coming from what turned out to be our hot water tank. I've been taking it up and down like 3 times, and every time I fix something, another problem comes up. But this time I think I finally fixed it. It looks like a mess, but hopefully it's tight, so we don't have to pick up any more water from our bilge.
Just so you know, this is a huge step for mankind, guys.
Yeah.
Well, great job. And this is just one out of many things we've been doing the last week. Let us check what the other guys are doing. So you're the one who knocks. Huh?
I'm the one who knocks.
Are det morsomt? Tack. Can you tell me a bit about what you've been doing here?
Yeah, we changed these 4 bolts. It was not that fun of a process because one of us had to lay in the room below, but it worked.
But now it seems like the rudder is secured.
It seems like it's secured. We hope so.
Nice. So this exact problem was the thing that started to rock back and forth during the crossing. and when we tried to tighten them down, 2 of them broke, which was not that good. So now they're changed out. Hopefully now it's secure.
Okay, let's see if this works. It's disappearing! Whoa! That noise was our bilge pump doing what it's supposed to do. We had some very old hoses. So now everything works as it should, and I'm very happy.
Because if this pump worked as it should when we got the 400 liter water in the bilge, then this place would have been empty.
Yeah.
So now, if we get another wave in the boat,
we're fucking ready.
Great job. Well, hello.
Hello.
Can't you tell us why we have the autopilot out of the boat?
Okay. This one over here is connecting the autopilot and the steering wheels to the rudder. It's 2 bolts, one here and one here, and one of it snapped off. And
that's why we had to emergency steer.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have taken all out, and we got new bolts.
So now it's fixed and it's time to put it back?
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome to Cape Verde. Now we're on our way to South Pedro Beach to swim with some turtles. Are you excited, guys? Yeah! Let's go! Thank you for watching this vlog, and stay tuned for the next one, when we finally start crossing the Atlantic Ocean. Of course!